Storytelling is the core of what makes applesauce and crackers so unique. So today, we're going to dive into why that is and why storytelling is essential for any brand looking to build an emotional connection with their audience.
Dum 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 dum
Ba-da, 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 ba-da. Do you remember that joint?
Yeah.
Wait. Ba-da, ba-da, yeah, that joint. Welcome. Man, another episode of Pros and Kons with applesauce and crackers. I hope everybody is doing well. Good to see you. Thank you for coming back and tuning in.
Poppin'.
Kid, what's up, my boy?
What's up, brother?
Another day, another dollar.
Facts.
How much
Seems
money
like
you
a
make
good
today?
day. I'd rather not say.
All right. Yo. Hey, nice G-Shock, though.
Jeez.
Another G-Shock.
Another G-Shock, man.
You know, that's
They're
the one I
trying.
wanted, too.
Yeah, no.
That's the one I wanted. That's the one I wanted. And I couldn't afford it.
You could. You just couldn't get it at the time.
At the time.
It was sold out.
I don't like you. Man. But yeah, welcome back, man. What's up with you? How you feeling today?
I actually feel really good today. You know,
Yeah.
smiling, laughing.
You just crying, I see.
Man. Yeah.
Okay.
But nah, I feel good. I'm happy. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. Blessed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything's
Feeling
good.
blessed.
God is good. Hello.
All the time.
And all the time.
God is good.
I'm happy that you followed up with
Happy
that
I
one.
know that.
So give us a little fit check. What you got on today, my brother?
Let's start
like
with the hat. This is a vintage hat from NBC, of course. Yeah, it's a real one. That's all I can say.
Okay.
The shirt is made by
Is
me.
that your? Yeah.
Shirt by moi. It's a design I did a long time ago, and it was a
Nice
sample.
patchwork.
Yeah, it was a sample we made, and I wanted to see if they can embroider on the pocket.
Mm-hmm.
And you know,
They didn't close the pocket, did they?
they
just-
did.
Oh, they
Yeah,
did.
they was like they can't embroider and keep the pocket open.
They may have to do it itself
Like
and then sew it
I
on.
have to go to like cut and sew
Yeah.
and have them embroider onto the fabric and then
Okay.
put the fabric on the shirt.
Word.
But other than that, I think it came out pretty cool.
Okay.
I like it.
Love the shirt. Great fit. Great fit of a shirt.
G-Shock, of course.
Of course.
This one is the anniversary for Billionaire Boys Club ice cream.
Facts.
So it's
Show
basically
that
like
detail on the
Facts.
band though.
Yeah, the
Like,
band is like an ice cream cone. I don't know if y'all can see, but yeah, and it's all pink. Yeah,
That's tough.
I really love wearing this G-Shock.
Mhm.
I shouldn't though. It's an anniversary piece. I should keep it like in the box or whatever. But wear everything
for the sake
that
of the
you
show.
have.
Yeah, for the sake of
wear
the
it.
show, you got to put that joint on.
We're back at Levi's with the bottoms.
Okay.
I mean,
That's a nice fit.
this is just my favorite fit of Levi's. When I
Mhm.
was working there, I had got like a few of these.
Okay,
So
word.
I wear these I literally could wear this pant style like every day.
Yeah, that's why.
Like literally every day.
That's
And the
tough.
shoes.
Yeah. Go ahead. Get your good.
I don't know why I keep doing this, guys, but I got on the the Mac Attacks, Nike Mac Attacks. This is a social status collab.
Nice.
Yeah. We love it. All right, my brother, what
Yeah.
you got on today?
I mean, I'm very casual today. Hat, another applesauce and crackers, HBCU classic.
Yes, another
Joint.
sample.
Another sample hat.
Oi, oi, oi.
Um,
Sample king.
The shirt, I don't know the brand of the shirt, which is crazy, but I saw it at TJ Maxx.
Nice. I like
Yeah.
the color.
I like the color and I like the material. It reminds me of like this. I don't know, like you know that cloth that your mom puts on the oven when she
Yeah.
that joint. It reminds me of that. This is like that cloth, so it felt homey. I was like, dang, it's like a waffle, like
you
a
know,
waffle. joint.
like waffle. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a waffle like material or cut or print. I don't know what I'm saying, but TJ Maxx.
type. I love these two colors.
Yeah, the
together
color combo is my
is
favorite.
insane.
Yeah, the green and red, but yeah, that's that. PRPS jean pants, so that Japanese denim for you.
Yes, sir. We love
Little
Japanese denim.
carpenter feel, and then I got some can't go wrong with some ones.
Right.
So the gray ones.
We love wearing ones.
It's my first pair of ones actually. So very
Yes.
humble, very very simple. Oh yeah, fix me up. Appreciate you, twin. Appreciate it, bro. Oh yeah, man.
But yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
What we
All
into
right.
today?
So,
What we doing?
Just chilling. I mean, we got another episode for the people. Talking about storytelling.
Nice.
And why it's important for every brand to have a story besides just throwing any and everything on
To
a
the
t-shirt
world. Mhm.
and just calling it, oh, we're going to get a sale out of you.
Type.
And I think that's one of the things that we learned early on while we were working at God is Dope.
Yeah.
And it's no shade to them. We love the people that got us dope, but we were wondering what their story was at the time. We know two different sides of their story.
Facts.
Some people may, think of it one thing, but it's could be another thing.
Right.
But Kid and I, we're the type of people that do things with a purpose. We're intentional, and we learned that the most successful brands have the storytelling aspect a part of their ethos, and that's what really drives not only their sales but their brand loyalty.
Right.
So, as cool as the name Applesauce and Crackers is, people come up to you, why is it called Applesauce and Crackers? There's a story behind Applesauce and Crackers. Like there's a story behind what's another brand? Community York Hill.
Right.
So like, we can go really. We're going to dive deep into that today, and why it's important. So we can kind of start off with, I'll say even like the logo per se. Like we can tell the story behind the logo.
Okay.
Like that would be kind of cool. I mean, so when we came up with that logo, it's applesauce and crackers. I kind of wanted to do something very simple with the logo. The ampersand is something that I saw that was being used from some certain companies and stuff like that. Kind of cool. But I was like, yo, why can't we just simplify with an apple at the top and a cracker at the bottom?
Facts.
I remember drawing that design up on a piece of paper, sending it to you via text, and you literally had it spot on when you sent it back. Like that was exactly what I was talking about.
Literally. Like.
So the simplicity in that tells a story of just like the cleanness of what we're going for our brand, for the aesthetic, and for the logo to really live on its own and tell the story of just like boom, like what is that?
Right.
Then you can tell the story of what that is. That's applesauce and crackers. Oh, that's the ampersand. A lot of people don't even know what an ampersand is.
Yeah. And some people actually like ampersands. Remember that guy in New York?
Yes.
He was like, oh man, I like ampersands.
He said the only reason why I came in the store is because I love ampersand.
And we was
What?
like, all right. He's like, thanks for
Hey,
coming
I
in.
forgot about that, yo. That was so unique to where I knew we had something. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Because that was the end. That was literally at the end of everything.
Yeah.
Me and P was like chilling outside of the store late. It was like, what, 8, 9 o'clock maybe?
Yeah.
And we was like, yo, we don't, we closed up shop. And we was just chilling on the block in New York, just cooling. And in front of the store before we took everything down, it was our last night. And a guy walked past, and he was like, is that an ampersand? And we was like, yeah.
We actually had these hats on the shelves, and he was like, I want the hat because I love ampersand.
Literally. And he ended up buying the hat.
That was so tough.
That was the last seller that day.
That was. Man. We always kind of go back to that moment for some reason. I think
we do. It always comes back.
That moment really just made us low key. And we've been trying to outdo that moment ever since. And that is difficult because it was so authentic. And kind of gets back to the storytelling aspect of applesauce and crackers, how authentic it is.
Right.
So,
where authentic comes from.
Where
authentically genuine comes from.
Literally. So, I mean, applesauce and crackers for me, just a quick synopsis of just like where it comes from. But being picked up from school when I was younger, my grandmother would pick me up and, she would make me, taking it back to where she made lunches for me.
Right.
And 9 times out of 10, I was only eating the applesauce and the crackers combination for lunch. And I would do it when I even got home from school. And that just kind of became my thing. So like, as authentic as that story is for me, as authentic as I want people to feel when they're wearing the brand and they're representing it. And I want them to feel authentic about themselves, whether it's a childhood memory or whatever they're going through today. So like, it's more than just doing a logo and saying it's an easy logo, but having a story behind your brand, you got to have like a real why you're doing it. We're doing it because we want to stay authentic. It keeps us the best versions of ourselves. Like a Snickers bar, when I eat applesauce and crackers, it makes me the best version of myself.
Facts.
So, storytelling, man, what is, from your perspective, from York Hill, I would say, what would be storytelling to you? And for you, like, where did the story of Community York Hill come from? What and why?
Well, Community York Hill came from like me just doing research. York Hill was in Seneca Village or Valley Village, I want to say it was.
Okay.
And that was literally Manhattan, New York.
Okay.
Central Park, to be specific.
Word.
So Central Park used to be Seneca Valley, aka York Hill.
And yeah,
and it was all black community that was gonna be like, it was basically coming up as just like black people was free there. They made their own. They was building something, and then people came and took it. And so I ended up reading about that during Black History Month, and I was like, all right, I want to do a collection for York Hill, keep the name alive.
Word.
Like, as I was working on it, I was like, man, I just want to keep working. Like, I just want to keep adding things to it.
You were able to resonate with it.
Right. And then it took over my last brand's name in my mind. So I was like, all right, like, let me see what I can do with it. And as I go on and realize, like, I take York Hill with me everywhere. It's in my laptop. My laptop is in my book bag. It's everywhere.
That's true. That's
so, like, I take it around, and now I'm just letting York Hill grow with me, and it's a part of me. So things that I see now as I get older, I'm implementing into York Hill. So I'm telling you the story of my life within this brand, and also making a new place.
Bars.
You know what I'm saying?
I think that's what makes your story so unique. I mean, like, you're obviously just not selling a product, but you're selling the emotion behind that. And I think anyone who can resonate with coming from, especially an African American, because it's an African American background to your story of it being a place in New York where they were thriving, and then it was taken away from them.
Facts.
Anyone can, not anyone, but they can relate to that.
Yeah,
they can relate to that
for sure.
So you've adopted that into your own, and I think that storytelling for you is probably one of those things that is just so natural. You do it through graphic design, but you're able to do that. It just picks up easy is what I'm trying to say, because you're already making the graphic for it. So you doing the research for it, it just kind of all goes into
it brings it here.
Yeah.
But also that's kind of how we learned. That's how we came into it.
Yeah.
We came into it with like, hey, you have to do this with a purpose.
Yep.
Like our mentors and people that we look up to, they all do this with storytelling and with things. So this was implemented into us with, like, when we first was interested in doing it, it was like, all right, what story am I trying to tell? That's the first question we would ask ourselves.
Yep.
Well, what am I trying to
starting there?
Yeah, like what am I trying to say with literally just a t-shirt? And actually learning as young individuals how to tell a story with a product.
Yep.
Like, yo,
bro, that is the best fun. I mean, that gives me goosebumps. Like, that's all we do this for.
Exactly.
That's all we do.
Like,
this
that's
for.
the best part of it. Yep. And that's literally how we learn. So it's hard to just not do it once you know it like the back of your hand.
I gotta ask you real quick, you start obviously with the story first before you go into a product, correct?
Not every product, no.
Interesting.
Because with like it depends on what I'm doing, because like with certain pieces with York Hill for the future, I get a lot of it from like movies I like or shows.
Okay.
A lot of color codes, outfits, the way I dress, the things that I like come from like TV shows and me wanting to be this cartoon character, because I feel like I'm Scott Pilgrim, Baki, all of these guys all in one, and it's like, bro, I want to take things that I like from them and resonate into the real world, into my life. If I could put that into York Hill and tell another type of story, then yeah,
that's amazing.
Two
yeah,
P's.
Man. I think for the perspective from applesauce and crackers is just like I was saying earlier, the authentic version of yourself. I feel like one thing I noticed in my life, I may have had some issues. I don't want to be vulnerable, but I guess I have to be. But like, I may have had some issues of where, I wanted to be like other people at one point, and I was just like, doing that so much that it felt so fake. And but then I was able to pick up at an early age that when I was doing me, when I was doing what I wanted to do, when I was, having applesauce and crackers before a basketball game when I was feeling anxious, like I was like, okay, this keeps me. Like, you don't have to confuse me with what anybody else is doing. This is what PJ does. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's where it came to be. Like, I never heard anyone else eating the snack or seeing them eating the snack. So I was like, that's authentic to me. I want that to be my story. And people always, yo, you eat that?
Right.
Your breath must stink. Like,
or
you
something
like that. I'm like, yo, chill out on me. I smell good. Like,
right.
So I think that's, from your perspective and from mine, it's all about keeping something authentic and that we resonate with. But the best part about that is that people can resonate with both stories.
Right.
And that's the best part about storytelling. You got to leave your audience with something that they can resonate with, because imagine buying something that you don't like. So it kind of gets into having some examples of brands that storytell well. Prime example, Nike. Nike caters to the athlete. That's all they do.
That's literally all they do.
That's what they do. So they inspire the athlete. They have a commercial where they inspire athletes. Like, one athlete may not have like no limbs or like no legs, but they're wrestling.
Facts.
And the other one is a woman who's pregnant, like, a couple months pregnant, like Serena Williams type of vibe.
Right.
But they're telling the story to the athlete, but through different concepts of what that athlete has going on for themselves. So it resonates with each different individual, whether you're handicapped, whether you're pregnant, whether you're short, whether you're tall, whether you're too big or too small, that type of thing.
Or whether you just feel like you can't do it.
Yes.
Look who's doing it.
Yes.
And we are giving them the gear to do it.
Yes. To just do it.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
So,
call me, Nike.
Please, Nike, come
call
on,
us.
Please. But Nike is a great example. They storytell. Anytime a Nike commercial comes out, everyone's looking at the TV.
Literally. Like, it catches your attention immediately.
And you know it by how the cinematography is, how the font. It doesn't even say Nike just do it. The Nike font is so universal,
Right.
Like, those who know.
Off words.
Words.
It was a billboard up in Boston, and I was looking at it, and it didn't have any type of tag on there. And I was like, Or I couldn't see the tag at first.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at it, I'm like, this looks like a Nike advertisement. Like, I look in the corner, and it's a freaking Nike check. And I'm like, you know what? That's why. Because it's literally, they have their own language. Man.
That is, and we're kind of getting to our own language. I think it takes a while to develop.
It does. I literally just saw some on Instagram just now.
Yeah.
Of some brand, they was posting like 5 years of experience, and they was saying that over time, the vision that you have for your brand is gonna come. You just have to be patient and enjoy the process.
Yeah.
That actually spoke to me, because we're the type to not do something because it doesn't look like what we want it to look like.
Hey, oof.
And it's because we can't afford to make it look like what we want it to look like.
Yeah, money can't hold us back.
Part of the journey is making that crap that we could afford.
I feel like if we were to refine or reiterate the things we've done now, knowing what they've like turned out to be, yeah,
exactly,
we'll hit
it.
Yeah.
Home run
for sure.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, yeah, man. That's the truth. So like, why do you think storytelling can be more powerful than traditional marketing? I think people can throw marketing dollars at one thing and just say, okay, run the ads. But if it has a true storyline, do you really need to throw money behind it? Like, what is more powerful, traditional marketing or just a true authentic story?
Oh, that's hard to answer. Because traditional marketing, I would say traditional marketing, it comes from like numbers, no? Or it comes from like data, right?
Pretty much.
Like, they're not necessarily wrong, but they're just doing it from the perspective of like, this is what gets people's attention, so this is what we're gonna do. As far as like with storytelling, it's more of like, as the artist, this is what I want to tell you. Yeah. And this is the people I want to talk to. Yeah. Maybe. I don't think it's the people you want to talk to, but definitely the people that you want to see it. Like, dang, I lost my train of thought. But
yeah, that's okay.
What was the last thing I said?
I don't even know. I wasn't listening to you for real like that.
That's what's up.
Yeah, facts.
Anyway.
Yeah. Traditional marketing compared to
right. All right, traditional marketing. Duh. So yeah, I don't know which one would be the right one, but like with storytelling, I feel like storytelling gets people's attention because it's a story. Literally, everybody wants to hear a story.
Everybody has a story to tell.
Literally,
and everyone wants to hear a story because it's like, why are you selling me this hat? Why are you selling me that shirt?
Right. Like, what does this shirt mean?
Exactly. I mean,
why is there two birds on there?
Why is there two birds? Why is it called Community or Kill? Why is the birds blue? Why is the outline of that green? Why does it say birdie? all those things go into the story aspect of it, and that's important. I mean, that's the emotional side that sells eventually. It's emotion first, then I think the sell comes after every single time. I think prime example, going back to New York, when we were selling this hat, someone who had nothing to do with HBCUs, like
didn't even know what an HBCU
was. The moment that she came in there and I explained to her what the HBCU was, where I went to school, the importance of the HBCU and those education and HBCU sports, she was like, "Oh, I'm buying too."
Like,
she's like, "My boyfriend loves the Yankees hats. That's one, but I want to support this because this has I can resonate with this." She's like, "But you just educated me on this," and I was like, "Wow, you're gonna buy 2 of these hats?" And those hats were retailing very high, $80.
It was like $80.
And that to me was like, that's when I knew that campaign worked.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, me educating someone who had nothing to do, and it worked. Like, that was I kind of learned that from the retail aspect, like working Louis Vuitton, working at other stores I worked at, but like being able to tell someone, hey, this is why this product is important and why it's here.
Right.
And then to be like this, okay, I'll take 2.
Right.
Like, that was like, all right, yeah, I got it.
Because I resonate with it.
I mean, she didn't.
Not really.
But like you said, her boyfriend loved the Yankees.
Mm-hmm.
And she wanted to support HBCUs any way she could.
But the story made her find a way to connect to the product.
Yes, and that's what it comes down to.
So
some brands go out there and say, what do they say? I don't know.
I really don't.
Some hustle money. Like, okay, we know 2025, it's expensive. Like, we get it. Hustle. We got jobs. We're going to work. But do we like working? Like, we want to work for ourselves. I think that's what everyone is learning. Even older people are learning that about themselves, is that, man, they don't want to work the same old.
Right.
So, like, what new story can you give someone and inspire them with besides saying hustle hard? Or trap or die?
Yeah,
Or, I don't know. Like, it's just like, come on. There's more to life than getting money. Even though it's not the end all be all. You can't take it with you when you die.
And I understand why people see it as the end all be all. Kind of, if they do see it that way, because it's like you need this one thing to live freely.
Yeah.
And like that's how they see it.
Okay.
Or that's how I've seen it.
Okay.
Money gives me freedom.
Yeah.
And therefore, I would not do anything, but like if I have to work harder to get towards that freedom, then I would. But like I don't need a shirt that tells me to
I don't need to
go crazy to go crazy.
Yeah, like you got to walk around in the mall. Your shirt says hustle hard. People are like, oh.
Or your shirt says
I did 12 hours today. I hustle hard. Okay. But, okay, another question would be like, what do you want people to feel when they wear Community York Hill? Like, what is that feeling you want them to have?
I want you to feel cool. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. That's like my favorite word ever since I was a kid.
So
cool.
Basic.
Like,
so basic.
I know. I don't care because I'm cool, nigga.
Oh my God, man.
I'm sorry. Beep. But, nah, like, seriously, I really want people to feel cool. Yeah. When I look at myself, sometimes I be like,
yeah,
that's a cool dude.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. I want you to feel good. I want you to look in the mirror and be like, all right, like this fits me right. Mm-hmm. I feel good. Mm-hmm. It makes you feel good.
It's, it does go back down to the fit of a product, like a fit of a hat. We talk about it all the time, every single day, about a fit of the perfect T-shirt. Like, what is the perfect T-shirt to work with?
Oh yeah.
So it goes down to the fit too. But yeah, you want people to feel confident in what they're wearing. Mm-hmm. You want people to feel like when they walk out into wherever they're going that they have something that no one else has.
And I want them to feel free. And when I say free, I mean there's certain. It'll be a shirt from a brand or anywhere, and it will have certain words on there and certain things on there where it's like, all right, like in this certain setting, I don't want to wear this.
Yeah.
Or like,
yes.
I like this shirt, but it says FBs and get money. Yeah. Like something like that.
Come on.
Where I want to make things where, yeah, it's still dope and it's still cool and it's still rebellious, but yet it's not like straight in your face, and it's not like explicitly blunt. If that makes sense.
That makes sense.
Like I don't know. It's just something about like certain. I just can't wear anything that has weed on it.
Yes.
I don't know. And another reason why I can't is because everything they make with weed on it is ugly to me.
Very true. No one has made anything fire
with weed ever. Yeah. Nobody has made anything dope with weed. If they have, show it to me. I have yet to see it. But I don't want to wear anything with a weed plant on it. Mm. Not because I'm against it. Trust, I'm not. But
wow, kid, we get it. You like it.
I don't care. But I don't want to wear it. Like, I don't want to, like, that. It just doesn't appeal to me.
Yeah, like why do you got to use the flower
so many
brand
times?
It? Yeah, like
it doesn't look good.
It's not attractive.
It's not attractive. It's not. Yeah. Certain things look attractive. Certain things don't. There's certain things I put on T-shirts where I'm like, it works. Mm-hmm. I could put a naked girl on a T-shirt and make it work. But I've seen naked girls on T-shirts where it's like, all right, that's excessive. Yeah. You know? Yeah. And there is somewhere it's like, okay, that's creative. So that's and that's art. Seeing the art that's of creative. The body. Yeah. Instead of seeing the art of sex.
Indeed.
That makes sense.
Okay. All right. I'll take it.
Or the lust.
Yeah. You
get what I'm saying?
There we go.
It's lustful.
Yeah. That's like if Kanye had that My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy album cover alternative that was like the Phoenix, and he used it in the documentary he had, and it was like she was pretty much naked, right? But the way it was, the way the documentary was, the way the art cover was, it made like, okay, this is. You look at that album, and you like, okay, that's a Picasso, like exactly. That's art. It's not that he's showing that he's lusting or he's showing naked women. It's just,
bro. Like sometimes the female body is an art piece. Indeed. Like, and it's okay to be shown. But in some ways or form, people kind of like overly do it. I don't know how we got to this. Like, but go ahead. Moving on. Yeah. Yeah, man. I think storytelling is just very key to everything you do. Literally waking up in the morning. Why do you go to your job? What's your story? Why you go to your job? What's your story? Why you provide for who, or why do you do this? So like. Wow. Why do you think people connect more deeply with stories than the product? Like a product can be a product, but like, how do you think people can like connect more deeply with the story than the product? Maybe because everything has a story, or like
okay.
There's a story in everything, even if you just get a product. Like, how can I say this and make it sound right? People will get a product and tell you about the story on how they got the product.
There you go. They love to say, yo, where did you get that from?
Where did I get it? Yeah. Oh, I was walking down, somebody hit me, bam, hit my shirt, had to go to the store, seen this shirt. Like, things like that. Yeah. That's a story on how somebody got something. But another way to look at it is the story of that thing. Where it's like you can walk in somebody's house and see a cause figure or see like a weird figure on something, and you'll be like, what is this? Yeah. And they'll be like, oh, this brand did this awareness thing, and they was selling like 5 of these. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's a whole nother type of story in itself.
And you know what? I'll say how applesauce and crackers has created like a sense of belonging through storytelling was shown well through Serotonin Me Please. Yes. Because at that time, mental health still was like a topic of conversation in corporate America.
Facts.
And
it was becoming a thing.
A household, people talk about it, with their kids and their parents and stuff like that. So I think as a brand to use the story of like, hey, we support anyone who has any mental health challenges because we have mental health challenges, and we want to support anyone how we can, whether financially or giving them resources of a chef, a masseuse, a therapist, a trainer. Like, we told the story through the activation and through through resources. Right. And then they were like, okay, of course I'm gonna get this shirt because y'all helped me, be a little bit vulnerable today, or educated me on how to increase my serotonin levels. So that's where I knew that storytelling was gonna work right out the gate for us, and that's why we can't let it go. I don't think anyone can let storytelling go when it comes to brand building. Facts. Because once you lose a story, you got nothing. Like, sell a pen without a story. Why is that pen so special? What material is it made out of? This, what's the mechanics behind this pen? Why is this pen better than the other 8-ball point pen? You know what I'm saying? Like, that type of thing. Yeah, man.
Why do you feel that storytelling is like so important?
It's important because, man, I feel like
I feel like you asked me, but I didn't ask you.
It's important because you just can't survive or live or do anything without the story. It's impossible. I believe that it's impossible. The moment you are doing it without a story, it's like this. It's like the moment in life you stop like learning and educating yourself, you might as well just die. Because it's like, what are you living for? You living because you want to be a know-it-all. There's always room to grow. There's always room to learn. Let the steak marinate for a second.
I hear you, and I kind of want to disagree.
Go ahead.
But at the same time, I don't, because you should be growing, but also, what about
you should be growing every day?
Right. But
look. Right now, if you knew everything, could you live the rest of your life knowing everything? You feel like you won't learn anything at 26, 27, 28, 29, 30? You're not even a father yet. You're not even a millionaire yet.
Right.
So
okay, that's better.
You know what I'm saying? It takes some time for me to really get there. That's one thing about me. It takes some time. So just bear with me.
Father.
So just bear with me. But you know what I'm saying.
Right.
You know what
I got you.
It's just the moment you feel like you know it all, you don't.
You don't. Respect.
So,
and that's, okay. I hear you.
So like every single day there's a new story. There's a new challenge. There's a new challenge of a day. There's a story in you creating a new community York Hill piece.
True.
Like, why do you want to make that fit shirt? Like, why do you want to make those type of pants?
Okay.
What's your story of? Because I like these Levi pants, and the way it made me feel, it's the best fit. It's a high rise pant, but it falls perfectly on the shoe. Mm-hmm. And my everyday lifestyle, I need a pant like that because I like to jump across certain things if I'm feeling, a little youthful or something like that.
Right.
So
okay. Respect. You got me.
You feel me knocking?
You got me. Yeah.
I'm opening the door. Now let me open the door.
I'm opening the door. Yeah, in there. Come to the function.
Okay. You ain't got to do all that. You ain't got to do all that.
My bad.
You ain't got to do all that, pimp.
But no, I hear you. I hear you.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's important. Brands like Nike have done it. Joe Freshgoods, like we talked about before, has been a great storyteller about talking about not only like the trauma. He doesn't really talk about the trauma of Black people.
But he just talks about his upbringing and like things that he's seen in his youthful days that he wants to bring back, or just things that he saw that he liked. That's what I really love about Joe Freshgoods.
I think he does a great job with that, man. And one of these days, if we could just go ahead and say this to the camera, we can tag this too.
Tag my guy.
Joe. Hi. We're here in Charlotte, North Carolina, by the way.
Facts.
Applesauce and crackers.
This is the new home
You've
base.
met this guy before. You've seen me before, but I'm pretty sure you don't really make it resonate. But
facts. Hope you remember me.
If y'all hiring.
Ooh, yes. Ooh, yes.
I feel like you could be a great mentor to us, like low key. Like that would be like if Joe Freshgoods had like a label of designers he was kind of taking under his wing.
Signed.
Please sign us.
Immediately.
Like that'd be kind of cool.
I would love to do a lot of graphics for Joe Freshgoods. And I feel like I can.
Yeah,
yes. I can do graphics for you too.
I think so.
At home. Anybody sitting on the couch, got ideas going.
So you want to plug the camera? Just go ahead and say what you do. Time if you want to do like side gigs, tell them what you do.
Oh well, hey, I'm Kid.
Yeah.
I do graphic design, and yeah, man, come to me with ideas. Graphic design. I could be a creative director as well. So if you got a brand and you just got the name, let's work.
Yeah.
I got you.
That's tough.
You hear me? Got you. See what I do with this one? No, just playing. But nah, for sure though. I got you. Graphic design, if you need it, hit me. Instagram, I am Kid. Y'all know what's up.
Are you closing the episode like that?
Nah. You got it.
Okay, indeed.
Well, beat.
That's nice. That's nice. But I think I feel like I learned a lot about York Hill today in this conversation more than anything else. So I think that's one of those things that can over time resonate with more people. That story just has to be out there more.
Same.
I feel like once you get that first drop, like they're gonna ask more about community York Hill and really what it means. I think that's cool. But before we go, we want to just. Do you have any like tips or advice that up and coming brands, up and coming creators can kind of use as far as storytelling? Just real quick rapid fire of just like as quick as anything, just 20-second riff of like storytelling is this for you?
Storytelling is your life put on a piece of paper from the favorite memory you have as a child to the day that you are in today, I would say. And take that and just make a story from there, honestly. Or go back in time and think about things that have made you smile, made you cry, made you laugh, from TV, commercials, movies, art, and put what that means to you on a piece of paper, and that's your story.
Okay, I'll second that, but I also say this: making your audience and your community feel like they're a part of your process as much as possible. You got to stay authentic.
Oy.
Engage with your people as much as you can. You know, we don't post that much on social media, but when we do, we make sure that it's intentional.
Right.
So make people feel like they're a part of the journey, you know, growing with you, and, you know, share your vision. Really, I think you said it well too, but that's all I can really say on that one. Like, storytelling will take you further than anything else you do with the product. Like,
yeah,
that's really about it. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, that's our advice to you on storytelling.
I think for the end of this episode, I think I want to say, I think last episode you gave me your flowers. I mean, gave me my flowers, but I want to give you yours.
Oy.
But I just want to say you are a super talented individual.
Oy.
You're extremely educated, well-spoken, well-behaved, well-mannered, but you do get the best out of me when we're creating.
Right.
I think that's like you said, I'm a little bit fearless when it comes to these type of things, but like, you're the fuel to the fire to get everything that we have gotten done to get done. So like, your work does not go unnoticed. Keep going, get better too.
Yeah.
Just like we talked about, you know, the moment you feel like you know everything about Adobe Illustrator and Photoshop,
facts,
you're done.
Yeah, I'm fried.
Yeah, but like, there's always something to learn. You can be better. We can always be. I can be a better creative director. You can be a better graphic designer.
Yeah, I want to be a better graphic designer.
But that's what we do for each other. I
suck right now.
Okay, you ain't got to do that to yourself, bro.
I mean, I'm just very, I'm harder on myself than.
Yeah, I get it.
Bro. Like, extremely hard. Y'all don't understand.
Okay.
And that's probably where the silence comes from. But that's not a therapy session right now.
Okay, well, let's redeem yourself with a closing statement from yourself. What do you have to leave the people with before we get out of here?
Before we go, I need this guy. Find someone or find your team.
Like that.
Build.
That's a part of storytelling too.
Don't be afraid to ask for help.
Yes.
And also, one thing that's been on my mind heavy all last year, everybody is an entrepreneur. Some people are helpers to the entrepreneurs. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean that in, like, even for myself, I think of it, like, sometimes I'm like, I don't need a brand. I'm just someone who can come in and help a brand.
Yeah.
And some people need to hear that, because everybody is starting to be into this circle of like, okay, I want to be my own boss and I don't want to work for anybody because of this, and that. But there's beauty in working for other people. Mm-hmm. You find that right boss for yourself, you will be so happy to go to work, or you will find an environment that makes you happy to be there. That's all. But like, comment, subscribe. I'm Kid. That's PJ. This is Pros and Kons. And man, stay safe out there. It's cold. If you're cold, stay warm. If you're hot, get some coldness. And yeah, man, out of here.
You had me for a second.
Had you?
You had me for a second.
Then I lost you.
That was good.
Oh, okay.
The cold and the warm. You're so lukewarm right now.
Water lukewarm.
All right, guys, we appreciate it. Appreciate you guys tuning in to another episode of Pros and Kons. This has been fun. Continuing this more, doing more. Be on the lookout for more things, applesauce and crackers. Tune into Instagram, of course. We're going to try some other mediums for us to get into besides apparel. Looking to get into furniture this year. Looking to get into film. Looking to get into music. Looking to get into anything that we can express our stories through.
Right.
Yeah, man. I think that's really about it. And yeah, okay. All right, we'll get up out of here. He looks like he's ready to go.
Itching.
Okay.
Sitting here for
all right, y'all. Peace.
40 minutes.
I'll let y'all be safe. Love one another. All right, we out.